Hello, my beautiful soulmate clients. It is a divine honor to be here and to witness your upgrade, your initiation, your expansion, your transformation. And it is post full moon vibes. And I just had an incredible session right before I jumped on with a soulmate client, and he had an absolute initiation into the light. It was powerful. It was life changing. Like what went down today was probably like a memory that will stay with him for his entire life. It was truly a rite of passage into the next evolution of self. And we reprogrammed him and we released all of the past life traumas, and we really embodied the true self, the light, and the higher realms, the higher consciousness here on earth, anchored it here on earth. And I'm sharing this with you because this is what I want to offer you. We're also going to do a hypnosis, some downloads, but these downloads, you probably want to listen to them when you're super relaxed in a theta brainwave. So you might be sleeping, you might be meditating. I don't recommend driving because it does get you into a trance. Make sure that you hydrate yourself. Make sure that you give yourself permission to set intentions and to really go within and to really immerse yourself. Um, it's about receiving the activation, knowing that my voice carries the divine codes. I'm channeling for you and I'm holding the space for you. So we're going to dive right into it. This is an energetic balance. This is an energetic upgrade. This is whatever you need it to be. I am your prosperity priestess, and I'm holding the space for you. I'm holding the alchemical activation for you to transmute what needs to be transmuted. And I do have themes for you. We're going to do advanced Cleopatra codes, but we're also going to release some anxiety, um, specifically to love. You know, uh, stepping into your greatest love story, the character is potentially experiencing anxiety, nerves, overthinking, being flustered, whatever is coming up relating to the soul recognition, relating to meeting the soulmate, where there really is a mutual respect and a true opportunity to be empress, emperor, queen, and king, union, yin yang, for one another, complementary energies that support one another, that have a genuine connection on a soul level, from a past life level, from a soul contract level. So it's like where, I mean, every love that we experience in our life is a soul contract. And it's always an initiation into stepping into, it's got nothing to do with the other, even though the other is the mirror for us, the catalyst for us, the teacher, the guide, the guardian angel, whatever, image you have for the other. But it always comes, every love story always comes back to ourself, our relationship to ourselves, who we are in that relationship, the energy of the relationship. And every relationship is a rite of passage. Every love is an initiation into who we truly are. Like these love connections that we go through throughout our life, our first love as in teenagehood, or our first cosmic love, or our first adulthood love, or our, any love connection that's genuine soul love connection or soul contract connection um teaches us who we are, you know, helps us embody who we are. So it's all positive, but sometimes in the movie of life, if, you know, I don't know if you guys ever watched one of the Netflix shows, Love Life, with Anna, I think it's Anna Hendricks, Love Life. Anna, yeah, sorry, Anna Kendrick, um, Love Life. Yeah, so um I use that with my clients, that show with my clients, because I do get a lot of clients come to see me when it comes to love and relationships. But all my clients are soulmate clients. They operate on a soul level. They're quite spiritual. They're ancient souls. They have star seed in them, or they've got some kind of star power inside of them. And uh, they're highly intuitive. They're light workers. So, they are light bringers. They hold a lot of light. And so I use Love Life as an example of the stages that we go through in the development of self, in the development of truth of who we are, to really raise our standards to our own self-love, to then magnetize and attract a soul mirror that simply reflects that within us. Um, so you're in the right place. If you're going through the motions, if you're going through the unfolding of your love story, allow yourself to have full faith and full trust. Allow yourself to surrender. Easier said than done, because the ego, or, certain aspects of ourselves, certain identities, like the hopeless romantic, the one that wants to control, the one that wants to make all the moves, the go-getter that wants to just make shit happen in the 3D, in the physical realm, because they know that there is already an energetic connection in the spiritual realm. There is no separation. So why not just go for it? All these identities that we have relied on for so long begins to dissolve with certain level of love and soulmate connections. Um, Changes all there is. Now I'm jumping around right now, but we're going to get somewhere. But the journey of love always comes back to yourself. Always. Always, 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 always. You want to be who you want to be when you're at your highest, when you're at your best, without codependency. You just want to be your best self, and then you want that to be the overflow in your relationship. And that's the wholehearted truth of, most of us. We know that deep down inside, that it is a matter of doing the work, the inner work. Like, can I be all of me, my whole self, in such a profound connection and relationship of deep respect? Um, it's almost like, would I date myself? Would I devote the rest of my life for myself? Would I marry myself? In totality, and whatever part of you that still feels like there's work to be done, that's where the work is. um but I want you to know that we're releasing perfectionism. We're releasing it, because let me tell you, if this was a movie, the character that meets the love of her life, or the character that meets the love of his life, or where there's a soul recognition, or where eyes are locked and both meet each other's gaze, leading up to that can be very imperfect. And we've got to, like, almost own it. If this was a movie and the character gets really, really flustered, the character gets tongue-tied, the character stutters their words because they have this overwhelming anxiety in their body when speaking to someone that they are absolutely head over heels in resonance with. It's like, it's beautiful for the movie. And you've got to have tenderness and compassion for yourself, for all the different stages that unfold, that lead up to that reunion or that commitment or that choice being made or that offer being made. There are no rules, in it makes the movie way more fascinating, way more interesting. We fall in love with the character when the character's real rather than like manufactured. Imagine the character malfunctions and, you know, stumbles or falls or, you know, falls on their face right in front of the love of their life or their biggest crush ever, or says something silly because they don't know what else to say. Like all of that is just so real and it's so beautiful and it makes the audience laugh and it makes the audience get all giddy and like, oh my God, they're falling in love and look how nervous they are and look how they can't even be themselves and like look at the unspoken truths and unspoken tension. Like they both know that they have feelings for one another and, you know, it's so unexpressed and they're so fearful and then they're going and speaking to all their friends about it and getting all this advice and they're living parallel universes and they're trying to keep shit together but they're both just thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking about one another and it's just like this massive head fuck of like, when is this going to like finally get somewhere? When is the serendipity gonna happen where there is finally a conclusive energy, a beautiful connection and bond that's made? When is all this beginning stages really going to settle? Um, it's just, it's really fascinating. And clearly, I'm channeling someone that is going through uh, a love that is on a soul level. And the thing is, a lot of us are experiencing this. Right now's the time. It's very obvious. It's not just because Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and it's not only because Venus is doing its thing, and a lot of people are experiencing that union, divine union, that twin flame union, all of that. It's this we've entered into an era of light. We've entered into an open-heartedness. We see the grace, you know, the ones that have been living lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes building this momentum are finally having their dreams come true. But sometimes it also comes with the disillusion of the old self. Like, there are no rules, but sometimes when you step into your next chapter, your highest timeline, your highest self, the highest frequency of what is available to you now, the old collapses. People, places, situations, events. That's why people change jobs. That's why people leave their marriages. That's why it's the symptom of ascension. It's the symptom of ascension. It's like you've quantum leaped, you're in a new reality. The old reality crumbles because you're just like everything about you has changed. Everything about you has changed. And we have to face those truths and we have to let things go. And for some, it's going to be bigger releases, like, changing homes, changing countries. Um, and it's not easy. It's very, very difficult. It's very, very difficult. Um, because you're leaving behind everything that you know and you're stepping into the unknown and it feels risky. Feels risky. Like no one wants to just wake up one day and realize that they've been married for 25 years and they've ascended and they're no longer they realize that they no longer resonate with their partner and crap, now I have to transition. No one wants that on an ego level, but for the soul will do what is necessary to align you to destiny. The soul will. So that's why I always teach surrender. And you can't teach surrender, you can only activate it until you finally surrender. But let me tell you that every single client that I have always shared surrender with, as in like the code, surrender, 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 surrender. And then, there was just so resistance because surrender was very difficult for them because they're really attached. Like it was very painful to surrender because of the attachment of like, no, but I need it. No, but I want it. No, that I can't live without it. Like I need to meet the love of my life now. I need to. I just don't want anything other than that. And it's like surrender, like divine timing, surrender, divine timing. He might be married right now, babe. Like he's probably going through a divorce, and here you are, like chasing, 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 going on the apps, chasing, chasing, chasing. And it's like, no, like the love of your life has a soul contract with you. He's just in a marriage, he's leaving his marriage. Wait until that happens. And let me tell you, every single time the client surrenders, everything that they ever wanted happens. So that's a code for you that, like, I know it's hard to surrender the thing that you really, 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 really want, but it's actually in your favor. It's helping you. It's, there is something beyond your comprehension that is going down, and you've got to own that and you've got to claim that. So this is the portal right here to help you surrender. This is the portal. I know it, I know how you feel because I've been there. And this is the portal for you to surrender. This is it. This is really, really, really it. Um, and if you really are craving, yearning, longing for the thing, whether it's money, whether it's love, whether it's friendship, whatever it is that you're attached to, you're craving, you're yearning, you're obsessed with, whatever it is, what will help you is to feel it in your heart as if it's always been in your heart, and for you to attune to the feeling that energetically it's already in union with you, emotionally it's already in union with you, spiritually it's already in union with you, and all that's left is the physical to catch up, right? And if you focus on yourself, if you just choose that I'm going to be the best version of myself in preparation for the thing that I want, I'm going to do the thing, I'm going to lose the weight, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to, immerse myself into my creativity, I'm going to create a business, I'm going to really give myself the opportunity to give to myself the thing that I'm craving, to be my own lover, to be my own best friend, to be my own confidant, to be my own agent. If you just focus on building yourself up in the meantime, then when you do have the physical catch up with the energetic, you will feel so confident and so empowered and so even more in love. And you'll be uninhibited. There'll be no insecurity left um, for that union, for that money, for that opportunity, for that expansion. So, if you are waiting, if you are patient for the thing, you're only waiting and you're only being patient because you're being called to really like have like an eat, pray, love experience with yourself. You are the love of your life. You are the love of your life. You are the value of your life. You are the most important person. Love isn't you giving away yourself. Money isn't you giving away yourself. Money and love is you sharing yourself in overflow. Sharing yourself in overflow. The money and the love is just a reflection of the wealth and the love that you've embodied. And it's always been that way. It's just a sharing. So I know that you know what's going down. I'm speaking to a particular collective here. Um, let yourself go through each episode of your love life and just discover more of who you are. Fall in love with more of who you are. Fall in love with your inner God, goddess. Okay. So we're going to give you some Cleopatra codes. We're going to heal your inner teenager. Um, we're also going to activate your first cosmic lover. Leave all of that with me. Set your intention. Take a deep breath in. It's really important that you breathe throughout each download because it's a reprogramming on a DNA level. I just had confirmation from one of my clients that she did Cleopatra Codes 1 and her anxiety is gone. Woohoo! Yes! Celebrating you. Namaste. Celebrating you. All right, breathing in, breathing out. Just get yourself all ready to go. Get yourself all ready to go. Start breathing in, start breathing out. Thank you for being here. We're going to start with a prayer. Breathing in, placing your hand on your heart and solar plexus. Divine source of all that is, I call upon the highest light, the purest truth, and the infinite love that created me. I open my heart, mind, and body to fully integrate these activations of confidence, power, and self-worth. May every cell in my body remember its divine essence, releasing all past imprints of fear, nervousness, and hesitation. I no longer shrink in my presence. I no longer tremble in my power. I no longer second guess my worth. I walk in the fullness of my divine radiance, unapologetic, magnetic, and completely at ease in who I am. I release all tension from my body, all doubt from my mind, and I allow the presence of divine peace to settle into my being. My voice is steady, my presence is felt, and my energy is an extension of the divine. I am not here to chase love, validation, or acceptance. I am here to embody the truth of who I am. And in that truth, I am already fully received. I welcome in the ease of divine flow in my relationships. I welcome the grounding of my energy in deep self-trust. I welcome the grace of standing fully seen, fully felt, and fully honored. Let every gaze I meet be an extension of love. Let every word I speak carry divine confidence. Let my every movement be an expression of certainty, poise, and grace. I am the embodiment of sovereign love from the Creator's perspective and definition of sovereign love. I am the embodiment of divine presence from the Creator's perspective and definition of divine presence. I am the embodiment of unwavering confidence and peace. And so it is. It is done. It is done. It is done. Amen. So allow yourself to receive this prayer. Allow all beings to feel this prayer move into the collective in a loving and easy way as a pure, unconditional love healing. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. So I want you to just rest, lay down, receive, have headphones if need be. This is a reprogramming. So we're going to release any part of you that malfunctions. I release the belief that I'm not in control of my emotions around certain people. Breathe. I release all subconscious programming that makes me feel small in the presence of those I admire. I now dissolve all energetic imprints of feeling like a nervous teenager. My body no longer reacts with hesitation, fear, or insecurity. I transmute this energy into grace, confidence, and ease. I release all past experiences where I felt flustered, unworthy, or inadequate in relationships. I let go of the idea that I need to prove myself to be valued. Breathe. I allow myself to feel completely at ease in any connection. I trust myself to handle all interactions with strength and sovereignty. I am no longer out of control. I am completely grounded in my body. I am now free from all nervous, jittery energy in relationships. I am fully capable of standing in my divine presence without shrinking. I no longer feel shaky, restless, or overwhelmed when interacting with others. My voice is steady, My mind is clear and my energy is unshakable. I release the need to overthink or overanalyze every interaction. I know how to release it, and I do right here and right now. I trust my natural energy and presence to be enough. My words flow effortlessly, and my energy is magnetic. I am fully embodied in my worth and power. I meet all connections with confidence, not hesitation. I am completely calm, confident, and in command of my presence. I now release all resistance to meeting another's gaze with confidence. I am safe to make direct eye contact and hold presence. I no longer look away out of nervousness. I hold my power fully. My eyes radiate confidence, presence, and divine knowing. I release the fear that eye contact means vulnerability. I see it as a strength. Take a deep breath in and out. I trust that my gaze communicates exactly what it needs to. I am no longer afraid of being seen. I welcome it. I hold eye contact with ease, grace, and complete self assurance. I meet energy without fear. I am fully present in my interactions. Take a deep breath in and out. My presence is captivating, strong, and magnetic. I transform all nervous energy into magnetic attraction. My body now responds to deep soul recognition with excitement, not anxiety. I embrace the thrill of meaningful connection without fear. I no longer need to perform or act cool to be worthy. I already am. I am completely comfortable in my own skin in all relationships. I own my energy fully, and there is nothing to suppress or fix. I radiate self assurance and ease in every interaction. I trust my intuition to guide my relationships naturally. I know how to allow myself to be fully present without worrying about what to say next. I no longer try to predict how others feel about me. I trust the flow. I fully embody my highest, most authentic presence. I no longer hesitate to stand in my confidence and truth. My presence alone is enough to shift the energy of a room. I no longer resist my natural magnetism, beauty, and charm. Take a deep breath in and out. These downloads are working. I'm feeling very tranced out right now. Take a deep breath in for me and out. I trust that I'm always in divine control of my energy. My body, mind, and spirit are in full harmony in all relationships. I no longer feel small or inadequate. I feel sovereign and whole, and I have the creator's perspective and definition of sovereign whole. And I know what that feels like. I am a being of strength, wisdom, and divine presence. I meet others as equal, not as someone who needs validation. I now shift from feeling unsure to fully embodying my highest confidence. Yes, this is a rites of passage, my divine beloved. Allow yourself to step through the threshold, to step into the truth of who you are, merging with your future self, merging with your higher self, merging with the truth of who you are as confidence, highest confidence, knowing the difference between highest confidence and the fear of confidence coming across as cocky or arrogant, allowing yourself to really trust that you can have this highest confidence and it be absolutely, I just want to say adorable for some reason. Like it's just so adorable. Oh, I release all subconscious programming that keeps me in self-doubt. I walk with grace, elegance, and confidence of a fully realized being. I no longer give my power away by feeling unworthy. My energy is deeply grounded, centered, and self assured. I trust that I'm already radiating everything that I need to. I allow my divine essence to flow naturally and effortlessly. I feel completely at home in my body and in my power. I am comfortable being admired, seen, and deeply appreciated and valued. Take a deep breath in and out. I meet all connections from a place of self love and certainty. I no longer feel less than or inadequate in any way. I release any belief that another person is above me. I am sovereign. Breathe. I honor myself as someone who deserves deep respect and reverence. I trust that I'm already more than enough. I no longer feel the need to impress or prove anything. I trust that my natural energy is magnetizing exactly what is meant for me. I walk with unwavering self assurance in love and attraction. I allow connection to come to me effortlessly. I do not I do not chase. I radiate pure self-worth and it is felt by all who meet me. I trust that the right people will always be drawn to my energy. Breathe. I am now fully anchored in my highest divine presence. I embody the frequency of someone who knows their worth. I allow my energy to be fully received without fear or resistance. I hold myself with grace, confidence, and quiet power. I no longer doubt how I am perceived. I trust in my impact. My energy is a gift, and I trust that it is always felt. I embrace my role as a being of divine presence without hesitation. I am deeply grounded, radiant, and completely at ease in all interactions. I move with certainty, trusting that everything is unfolding perfectly. I am fully present in my body, confident in every moment. I meet all eyes with unwavering confidence. My eye contact is captivating, magnetic, and powerful. I no longer flinch or look away. I own the moment fully. I trust that my gaze alone communicates everything I need to say. My presence is felt before I even speak. I allow myself to be seen without hesitation. I am no longer afraid of the power I hold. I no longer shrink in the presence of attraction. I expand. I trust that my energy is divinely aligned and fully received. I hold my power effortlessly with grace and poise. I am now completely free from all nervous energy. Take a deep breath in and out, and I want you to feel that. I am confident, calm, and fully anchored in my divine presence. I approach relationships with ease, knowing my worth is undeniable. My nervous system now holds divine stillness in all situations. I radiate a presence of effortless confidence and grace. I no longer hesitate. I move with certainty. I trust that I'm already aligned with my highest timeline. I step fully into my divine radiance now from the Creator's perspective and definition of divine radiance. I know how to feel divinely radiant. It is done, and I fully integrate these codes into my being. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. Take a deep breath in and out. I'm just going to witness these downloads enter into your cells, your multidimensional being, every aspect. I just want you to remember the divine being that you are, the sacredness of who you are, the sacredness of your essence and your intelligence and your gifts and your instincts and your kindness and your heart and your soul. I just really want to initiate you into the realization, the recognition, the acknowledgement of your sacredness. Because once you really feel that, there's no going back. There's no going back. Once you know how sacred you are, you treat yourself as the ultimate treasure, you know? And it's really important that you do. So we're just going to take another deep breath in. I want you to fall in love with the character that you are, even though a lot of the time I must admit that, this work is about ego dissolution to be your higher self. At the same time, you are having a human experience, and therefore you get to recode, rewrite the character that you are, and you get to choose who is you, who is she, who is he, you know? And it's okay to be real instead of this like ideal. It's okay to be real. Because let me tell you, my character, to some, goddess. Whoa. Some of my clients even, think have said, oh my God, I feel like I've met a celebrity. To some. To others, not so much, you know? And so what I want to do is just merge all the parts of you so that like you don't like it's almost like what I'm getting for you. It's like, why is it that like with my people I'm seeing and with others I'm not? And like everyone's at different frequencies of consciousness and everyone, is in their own world, in their own universe. And with some I'm invisible, with others I'm awkward, with others I'm here. It's like all the scattered parts to you because you're so multidimensional, because you're so multifaceted, because you have so many dimensions to your being, and because you are a mirror, a channel, you tend to be a reflection for others, and then you lose yourself in that. What's the download for you to stay in your sovereign brilliance, presence, and power, rooted in your true self? without having to be obliged to mirror back to the other because of their frequency being different to yours. Um, let's give you that download. I am limitless, powerful, and infinitely connected to Source. My human experience is an extension of divine intelligence. I am a divine being, fully expressed and fully embodied, anchored in my presence. I trust my divinity and allow it to flow effortlessly through me. I no longer separate myself from my highest truth. I am fully anchored in divine love, presence, and wisdom. I no longer feel nervous or overwhelmed by my divine calling. I step into my destiny with full trust and alignment. I am a living expression of God's light, love, and creation. I fully embody my highest, most powerful version now. I no longer resist the truth of my divine self. I am no longer afraid to claim my highest timeline. I have claimed it, and I have claimed me, and I have claimed her, and I have claimed him, and I have claimed truth and truth only. I fully integrate my divine power into my everyday life. I walk in the full knowing that I am a divine being. My soul is an unshakable pillar of divine power. I radiate divine confidence effortlessly. I am the embodiment of divine wisdom, love, and sovereignty. My voice carries the frequency of divine authority. I have the creator's perspective and definition of divine authority. So we're going to heal your voice from suppression, from intimidation. Whenever you're with someone that may seem more alpha to you, are you dimming your light, or are you suppressing your voice because of that dominating frequency, assertiveness, and energy that makes you feel controlled? We're releasing that. I hold myself with grace, wisdom, and absolute certainty in my power. I no longer, and I know how to live my day-to-day life without wavering in my truth. I no longer waver in my truth, no matter the situation. My presence alone is a catalyst for divine transformation. My soul is ancient, wise, and deeply rooted in divine truth embodied. I trust my divine instincts completely. I am confident in my divine presence at all times. I am fully anchored in the presence of God within me. I no longer question or doubt my divine purpose. My words, thoughts, and actions reflect my highest truth. My energy field is protected, strong, fully aligned with divine will. I trust myself to hold my divine power with integrity. My nervous system is unbreakable, strong, and stable. I no longer seek permission to embody my highest self. I move through life as a sovereign divine being. I walk with the knowing that I am an extension of the divine, and I'm completely unshakable in this divine power. I am fully seen, fully expressed, and fully honored. I no longer believe that my light is too much. I release all fear of outshining others. My nervous system is at peace with my full embodiment. True humility is owning my divine nature without fear. I am free from the belief that I must suppress my power to be humble. My divinity is pure, sacred, and fully aligned with love. I no longer carry shame around my greatness. I release all guilt about fully stepping into my divine self. I no longer resist the calling to step into my full power. I trust that my divine path unfolds perfectly. I release all fear, knowing how to, on a cellular DNA level, of making mistakes while embodying divine power. My divinity is a gift, not a duty. I am free from the belief that my power is a burden. I am fully capable of holding the weight of my divine purpose. My leadership is guided by divine intelligence. I trust myself to lead with wisdom, clarity, and love. I release the fear of the responsibility that comes with my divine embodiment. My heart and mind are in perfect harmony with my divine essence. I integrate divine consciousness into my physical body with ease. My nervous system now fully stabilizes in the presence of divine energy. I feel completely at peace and safe, embodying God in human form. My breath is slow, steady, and aligned with divine flow. My energy flows effortlessly through my body without overwhelm. My body is strong enough to hold the highest frequencies of divine power. I am fully accepted in my divine nature. I release the belief that others cannot handle my light. My energy naturally inspires, uplifts, and awakens those ready to receive it. I release the fear of others judging me for embodying my divinity. I no longer fear being misunderstood for being who I truly am. I own it, own it, own it. I am fully accepted in my divine nature. I no longer hold on to past memories of persecution for my divinity. It is safe for me to be fully seen as the divine being I am. I trust that those meant to recognize me will do so. I allow my divine presence to shine without fear or hesitation. I release all fears of being too powerful. I no longer associate power with loneliness or rejection. I no longer fear my own light or shadow or dark. My energy is meant to be expansive, limitless, and free. My nervous system fully accepts my highest power. I am no longer afraid of what my power will change in my life and the disruptions that I may perceive from this. My power is divinely guided and cannot be misused. I trust myself to be a force of divine truth and transformation. I embody divine power without hesitation or fear. I no longer contract in the presence of my own greatness. I release all fear of embodying my divine nature fully. I no longer separate myself from my divine essence. It is safe for me to walk as God in human form. I release the illusion that I must be small to be accepted. My nervous system is strong enough to hold my divinity. I no longer reject my own greatness out of fear. I trust myself to carry divine energy responsibly. I am no longer afraid of my own power. I love it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. My body fully integrates my divine presence with ease. My nervous system now recognizes my divine nature as normal. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. We're anchoring you into your highest timeline now, allowing you to fully be aligned with your most powerful time of your life so that you can step into the most confident, secure, and radiant version of yourself right here, right now. Step into it now. Allow yourself to see it. Allow yourself to step into that. Allow yourself to feel it. I'm holding the space for you. This is the initiation. This is the rite of passage. I no longer live in past patterns of anxiety or insecurity. So as you step, the version of you that is anxious, insecure, nervous, lacking in self-worth, self-value, not seeing your own inner treasure, not seeing your own image, concept of self is completely distorted. All of that is literally dissolving. All fear is dissolving. All doubt. You've stepped into the limitless self. You've quantum leaped into divine ease, self-mastery, and trust. You just listen to the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and your inner strength, your inner truth, your inner sovereign, your inner divinity, your inner power is literally in the driver's seat and the back seat simultaneously. Back seat, surrender, driver's seat, it's like, let's drive this thing and let's also surrender and let this unfold. And it's this beautiful, beautiful co-creation teamwork, right? It's this team. And they're integrated, they're in divine union. So they're not separate parts, but they're in unity with one another. So all anxiety is dissolving, all lack is dissolving. Any part of you that feels like you're unlikable, that it's difficult to hold friends, it's difficult to have community, it's difficult to make money, all these identities, these imprints of self-fulfilling prophecies, who your parents saw you as, dissolving, 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 dissolving. So you're also releasing self-sabotage. You're no longer self-sabotage. You're now on the upward spiral of ascension instead of the downward spiral of self-destruction. You now have the strength and the resourcefulness to honor, cherish, nourish, nurture, feed your soul. So your soul is ascending. Your soul is ascending. Your soul is ascending. And your soul has found its soul family. Energetically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and then the physical is just going to happen any day now. Okay? Soul family. It's all here. So the next activation is going to be Cleopatra Advanced. Okay? I love you guys. Comment below, get in touch, have a session with me. I'm away for 3 weeks. I'll be still doing sessions while I'm away, but online only. I'm here for your ceremonial magic. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And let's just activate your gifts of magic. Let's activate your gifts. You're just going to discover them. Revelation, 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 revelation. Doorways open, doorways open, doorways open. Oh, I'm an alchemist. Oh, I'm a magician. Oh, I've got the channeling ability. Oh, this is me. Telepathic extraordinaire. You're just going to discover through the stillness, the wisdom, the reflection. So we've unlocked your gifts and they get to expand and they get to continue to ascend. You get to continue to ascend. I'm just going to witness all these downloads integrate into your heart, into your cells, into your aura, into your multidimensional being, and recode your Akasha, the records of time. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for receiving the medicine. Thank you for witnessing me in my gift. And I'm just sending you so much infinite love